Okay, I wanted to do a review on the BigTex 10 PI equipment trailer. So this is the heavy equipment, 10,000 pound trailer from BigTex, and they make a lot of nice trailers, kind of in this size. This is the 18-foot. It's got the spare tire on there, and it's a 10,000 pound rated trailer gross. So that means you can tow or you could carry total weight with the trailer 10,000 pounds, which puts you in about 8,000 pounds, right? So as for machines, if you're hauling tractors or hauling cars or anything that's 8,000 pounds or less, this is a really nice trailer. I've had this for quite a while now, and it's been really maintenance free, kind of problem free. There's no issues with it. I've towed it all the way up and down the East Coast a few times, no issues at all. It tows pin straight. When you're towing fully loaded, it's really straight, and if you load the machine just right, even with a full load on the highway, it's really easy to tow this thing. I tow it with a pickup truck. It's a GMC Sierra, and it pulls this no problem. I do a lot of tractors and ATVs, UTVs, RTVs, stuff like that. So this is really perfect if you've got a 5,000 pound tractor, for example, or a 6 or 7,000 pound tractor that you want to move, whether it's a loader and a backhoe or just a loader that weighs that much. These are perfect, and it's got the ramps with the supports built in. So you definitely want that. And if you're looking at trailers and you're not sure what you want yet, and you're not sure if you need the supports, if you're going to do anything over 4,000 pounds, you want these absolutely for sure, 100% on the ramps, right? Because when you go to load this and you don't have these supports in there, the pickup truck is either gonna lift it off the ground, or it's gonna lift up the suspension so much on the truck you could stretch it and you could damage it, right? You don't want to do that. Or what could happen is if it's not on there right, the trailer could separate from the truck before you even move, right? So you don't want that. Obviously, you want to put all the weight on the ramps, which takes the weight off the upwards weight, or the pulling off the tongue when you're loading on the trailer, right? So you don't want to buy a trailer. Some of the landscaping trailers out there that are rated for 7,000 pounds, they don't usually come with the supports, and that's kind of a problem if you're going to do the tractors, because they're going to be 4,000, 5,000 pounds, and it's too much. It's too much without that. So that's a big thing. The other thing you want to do is make sure you get a spare tire. This is a very simple thing to overlook and think you don't need, but yeah, you definitely want a spare tire. I see trailers every day, all day long, and they don't have spare tires, and that's fine. But me personally, if I'm traveling, especially up and down the East Coast, I don't want a flat tire and then have nothing to change it out with. Especially if the machine is on there. If you got a machine on there and you've got a flat, you're really going to be in trouble, because now you only have one axle, which is a huge problem, with the weight, obviously. So get yourself a tire. I want to say the tire was maybe 250, somewhere in that extra with the trailer, and it's got a real nice setup. It's got the electric brakes on both axles, so that's a real nice feature. And I tell you what, I wouldn't buy a trailer without the electric brakes on it on both axles, just because it's going to destroy your truck brakes really quickly, and you don't want to do that. And if you have a truck that's kind of nice and you don't want to damage the brakes on it, definitely get the electric brakes on both axles on a trailer. It's definitely worth your money. And it's got the better hitch, right? This hitch here is all cast iron, and it's not going to fail. It's got the slide over the hitch itself, and that thing is, when it's on there, it's not going anywhere. And like I said, it's got the jack built into the trailer. It's a heavy duty one. You can use that, and it has a swivel too, so you can swivel the jack. Or no, you can take the plate on the bottom of the foot off if you need to, if it's still too low, and you can put the plate, like in the truck or whatever, on the bottom of the jack on the foot. I can show you that there. So that's detachable, and that is pretty much it. If you're in the market for one of these, definitely recommend it. If you're thinking about buying the 7 PI, which is the 7,000 pound trailer, just be super sure that you're not going to want the 10 PI a year later. I actually had a 7 PI for a while years ago, and I loved it, but it was just one size too small for me. And this 10 PI is absolutely perfect. And most of the stuff I haul is about 5 to 6,000 pounds, and the 10 PI is absolutely perfect for that. And it's an 18-foot. If you want to go 20-foot, that would be better too. Like a 20-foot 10 PI would be a really good setup, or the 18 is also good. It works fine for me. But if you want an extra couple of feet, it wouldn't hurt, right? So 10 PI, either 18-foot or 20-foot, just like this. It's the tubular landscape trailer. It's got the simple ramps. This is just the simple ramps. You can buy the more expensive ones. They're actually they're full-size ramps left to right, and they have a mesh that goes across them. To me, that was overkill because I don't have a lawnmower. You know, if you had a lawnmower, commercial mower that you wanted to drive up and down this, you would want obviously the mesh over the ramp so you could actually drive it up and down with the smaller tires. I don't really do that, so for me, I wanted the ease of, you know, up and down with lighter ramps and maintenance-free type things. So I went with the smaller ramps on mine, but you could definitely go with the bigger, wider, full-size ramps with the mesh on them. That wouldn't be a bad thing, obviously. Just not something I needed. But yeah, this is a nice trailer, and I tell you what, if you're looking at one of these and you're thinking about buying one, they're definitely nice, and you definitely will be happy with it. It'll last you a long time. It'll be maintenance free, and it'll be really heavy duty.